What's happening, everybody? It's Vicious here. Uh, so I came across this game in my feed on Twitter. As you can see, it's called Wuchang Fallen Feathers official reveal trailer. Um, Separator bar, 4K, 60 FPS gameplay, 2021. And just to give you guys forewarning, this game is getting a lot of negative attention right now, and a lot of people are calling it a clone of a certain game. But we'll get into it, and I'm going to actually talk a little bit about how I think that certain games' influence on the industry has kind of ruined a couple of genres, if you will. I believe I might have talked about it before, but maybe I have some more clear thoughts today. Anyway, without further ado, let's watch Wu Chang. Most of this is in Chinese, by the way.
我已经帮你查了。
Can I just say something really quickly? I really wish the Koreans and the Chinese would make me feel more like something is going to get localized. Every time I see a trailer that's in Chinese or Korean, I feel like it's a game the US will not get, and I feel like that in 2021 not being able to ship worldwide or at least put on the store and have somebody translate the game for you and localize it that way, I feel like that's a little bit unacceptable. So hopefully, they don't go with that trend. I don't know. Maybe it's some constraint that I don't know of. Should we turn it up, actually? Right. So far it doesn't look too bad. This is being recorded in 60 FPS and 2K right now. By the way, I just want to let you know if the game looks like it's bad, it's not because of me. Um, yeah. So I mean, starting off, I don't think the design of the character is too disinteresting. I think it's a cool look. I'm open to it. It's Chinese. I don't know too much about Chinese culture. Not to say that I'm like the master of Japanese culture or Korean culture, but I don't see Chinese or Korean culture represented in video games as much as I would like, and I think part of the reason is because of the barrier and localization that I mentioned earlier. This would be a great pod topic, but I don't have anybody to pod with right now, unfortunately. And the person I do have to pod with is like bullshitting, so. That's a cool weapon. I'm normally not a huge fan of swords with two edges, straight swords, but that sword looks pretty cool. I like Neriko's sword and I like Dante's sword. Wait, that doesn't have a straight edge. I am tripping. I couldn't see very well on my phone. Yeah, it's curved. Well, that's cool. I like the design of it. Alright, so right off the bat, the frame rate is atrocious. What does this game remind you of? Oh my god, that's the attack. I don't know if I'm going to play this whole video. I'm probably going to skip the story parts. You see some rats. Rats probably tanking the frame rate. So people were saying that this was copy and paste Bloodborne. You know what? The UI is basically Bloodborne, and I want to offer some constructive criticism on this game. I feel like maybe don't take so many cues from FromSoft. I don't think it works for everybody. I think it works for FromSoft. When people make games that are comparable to FromSoft games, like Neo, they don't normally get as much praise as they deserve. Like, I feel like Neo is the best FromSoft inspired game ever. I think it even surpasses Dark Souls. If you ever see my review on the Immersive Arcade channel, you would see I'm in love with that game. You know, with the loot system. The loot system is dope, and the story is pretty cool. Character customization is top notch. It just outclasses everything FromSoft has ever done to me. And you know, this game, it is very familiar. It's a lot like Bloodborne from what I've seen, and the UI isn't the only thing. There's some other things coming up. It definitely has some similarities to Bloodborne and Sekiro. Yeah, the way the animations look are not great right now. I don't know if this is alpha footage or what. But there are some visual aesthetics that are like familiar to me that I feel like I've seen in Sekiro. And I know that, you know, Chinese and Japanese culture is very different, but there are some similarities that I see. Okay, so she has a dagger, or at least a short sword, like a Kodachi type weapon that she's going to finish enemies off with, I believe. But it's not an actual weapon, so it's kind of like Neo in that regard. The stage doesn't look too bad. I like how open it is. But, man, the animation is just not that great. It's not there. Look at this fight. Let's go back. What? Where have I seen that attack before? Yeah, that's definitely like a skeleton attack. Now that's different. Look at her attacks. They're so unimaginative, and they're so... You know, I guess it'd be fine to not be imaginative. You know, if you want to be like, you know, realistic, that's fine. But that's not cool looking. That's basically straight sword attacks in Dark Souls two-handed. And oh man, look at that pop in. Okay, so there's a backstab, and it goes into another backstab to finish him off. So that looks like something that would be like a Sekiro like special ability that would cost like another resource, because I don't remember what it is called, talisman. I like that attack. That's unique. That's what this game needs. It needs unique attacks. I know that you guys had two eyes. I'm just giving you the play-by-play on how I see it. Yeah, we don't know what system this is coming out for. Generic Dark Souls dog, except he goes all the way across the screen. Yeah, I don't like that animation. With that sword and with the history that China has with their sword-based martial arts, that's very disappointing that she's using this style. Now that was cool. That was like some Ghost of Tsushima stuff. But again, it also reminds me of Sekiro, because that looks like, it looks just unclean enough to be like Sekiro to me. Yeah, the frame rate's just atrocious. Animations aren't that great. You can hold two weapons, and luckily, unlike Sekiro, you have the ability to equip other weapons. Man, a lot of this looks like Bloodborne. If we go back, that looked like a Bloodborne item. And up top, there was like the Neo 2 bullets. Yeah, Neo 2 bullets up top. Too much copying. If I can cut this video short for anybody who's tired of watching already, too much copying. There's no reason for a developer to copy this much and not make any improvements. I think that Team Ninja did a wonderful job with Neo. Neo is so good. I think it's in its own league. Like it, I feel like FromSoft needs to make another game to compete with Neo. But this is just that looked like something that you would see in Neo. Blowing up the barrels using a bomb that you have plenty of. Yeah. But yeah, that stance. It's like she's in the mid stance on Neo, but she's doing the Dark Souls regular light attacks, and that's not interesting. This looks like a Sekiro enemy, as well as a Dark Souls 3 enemy. No, they didn't. I didn't watch this thing the whole way through. Okay, so just like in Bloodborne, before the enemy attacks you, or right as their attack is about to activate, you can shoot them, and you can go in for a critical attack or a Rebozetti. Rebozetti? Mom spaghetti. That is super boring to me. Like, I guess that's not constructive. Make it more original than this. This is the main complaint, by the way. A lot of people are saying that it's copy-paste Bloodborne, and there's not a lot of originality behind it. And that to me is a problem too, because they didn't improve upon anything. I'm all for you trying to take some cues away from Bloodborne and or Sekiro, even though I don't like that game. I'm all for you taking some cues from them, but you gotta improve on something. Neo, when we're talking about like the weapon switching, when Bloodborne came out, because I think Bloodborne came out either when Neo was about complete, the first Neo game, and then Neo 2 came out, and they had a weapon that could switch modes mid-combat that was like seamless, instead of being like Bloodborne where you pause for a second and have to attack. That is an improvement. What is going on right now is not an improvement. It's I don't know what to call this, man. Alright, she heals. This enemy looks like an enemy from Dark Souls 3, the little scavenger hill creature that throws knives at you and shit. Man, do you think he had enough animations on that? Okay, this axe is kind of cool, but kind of not. I can't understand like what's going on. She has rolls sometimes, other times she has dashes. Maybe it is like I don't know. Wow, what exactly just happened right there? I'm sorry. Let me note one thing that's bad and one thing that's cool. Two things that are cool. Okay, this is bad. That is the hunter's axe when you have it fully extended. That is the heavy attack. That is also an attack from Bloodborne, but that's ambiguous. You know, that could be anything. You know, it's an axe. There's only a couple certain ways to attack with an axe. But I like how it brought the enemy down. What the fuck was that? That was cool. Need more of that. I don't care about anything else that happened right in that instance. What just happened with that axe was unique. Well, it was sort of like the, you know, the rifle spear, but it wasn't the rifle spear because it was an explosion and not a shotgun. Yeah, see that's cool. I can vibe with that. Yeah. No, I could just play Bloodborne for this, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if Bloodborne didn't release in China or what the deal is, but this is not. This isn't very flattering. I wouldn't think. Oh, this part is. This is crazy. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. This reminds me of the first mission of Neo 2. There's a gate just like this, or a door just like this, going upstairs. I don't like how they're doing the opening the door slow type thing. That's really... Is that something that really interested you when you were developing this game? Okay, so this is... this is like Vicar Amelia from Bloodborne. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that scene up. Yeah, here you go. Aw. Like, Vicar Amelia looks back in the same way. It's not one for one the same, but you see what I mean. Alright, let's get back to it. So she grows like a crow's beak out of her mouth. That is a Vicar Amelia move. That is a Bloodstar Beast move, and so is that. That is also... This is like a mix of Bloodstar Beast, a mix of Cleric Beast, and also a mix of Vicar Amelia. All of this shit. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't look like... Look at the UI, look at the boss's gauge. It's like the, it's like almost exactly like yours, which is almost exactly like Bloodborne's. Oh my gosh. This is a problem in the... Hold on, man. This is just gonna go on like this for a minute. You just gotta hear me talk now. Like I said, I feel like this is a problem in the gaming industry. I feel like, there's a lot of people that compare a lot of games to FromSoft games, and to be honest, I don't know if those people just haven't played a video game before, or like what the deal is. They just love FromSoft games, but FromSoft has taken cues from plenty of games before, you know, they made Dark Souls or Demon Souls for that matter. Dodge rolling isn't like, that's not the first time a game has implemented a dodge roll, and you know, it's not the first time a game has implemented, like, you know, action RPG, I'm sorry, more heavy RPG elements in an action RPG. I'm not saying that you shouldn't like the Soul series, but I am saying that comparing them so much to other games, I feel like kind of makes people make games like this. Like, look at this, man. Yeah, of course it's a Souls-like game. And if they clean it up, if they make the animations better, that's great. But do you think that they're actually going to change this whole game to make it unique? No. They know that this is what sells. They know overseas this is what sells. And, you know, we're just going to get we're going to get a bootleg Dark Souls, Sekiro, Dark Souls / Sekiro / Neo / Bloodborne. That's what we're going to end up with. And I think this is actually where we end. I had to make a video on this because this trailer just bothered me. Like, it's gameplay. It's nice having gameplay, but boy, this is coming out in 2021, or is it coming out in 2022? We don't know. They don't really say anything, I don't think. Well, there's this at the end of the trailer. I haven't seen this. Frame rate got better. Yeah. I'm sure they're probably saying something that I can't understand. No, nothing. They're not saying nothing. Yeah, use sword attacks like that. That looks cool. Put that in your game. That's not in Sekiro. Holding the sword reverse grip. That's cool. But it's too big to hold reverse grip if you ask me. Is that it? I don't know what that says. Okay. So again, this wasn't specifically advertised for the US, I don't think. Um I think that it's made with Unreal Engine. Oh boy, it's gonna have input lag on consoles. Uh I don't think this was advertised specifically for us. I don't know if Bloodborne was put up for sale in China, but I think that this game, if they don't change it and they don't make it more interesting, exciting, and things like that, they're just gonna lose people. Even Elden Ring looks like it's more exciting from the little bit that I saw of Elden Ring, you know. So, please, developer, I know, even if you can't understand what I'm saying, have somebody translate it. This needs to be seriously baked for like a couple, like at least 2 3 more years, because it's not looking promising right now. It looks like it's going to be a $30 game that has 4 stages, and nobody's ever going to play again. So yeah, please do something about that.